Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and again today you may hear a little bit of sawing in the background, so if you do, I apologize. I'll try to stop and cut those parts out, but you never know. So we're going to make, and I'll show you my prototype. It's not great, but it's just my prototype, so I just kind of throw them together when they're my prototypes. But we're going to make a little red wagon today. So this one I made the bottom yellow and the rails red, but I think I'm going to make this one all red and see what it looks like. But you could change the colors up any way that you wanted to. Fill it full of little goodies and you've got a perfect gift to sit on somebody's desk at Christmas or Thanksgiving, any of the holidays. But I think they're super cute and they're really easy to make. And I have a link that I'm going to put below. I've got permission to share it with you. The little treat holder that we made the other day, the little crate treat holder. I had one of our viewers that went to Cricut Design Space. Well, I can't talk today. Cricut Design Space. And she made a file for that so that you can cut it on Cricut Design Space if you want to. So I will share that file below. She gave me permission. I asked her about it and she said, of course, it was your design. All I did was create a file. So thank you very, very much for that. And who knows, she may come up with a file for this one too. Alright, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 6 by 4. And you're going to score at 1/2 inch on all sides. And I'm going to score on this end just because it's a lot easier for me than to get down here. So 5 1/2, we're going to turn. We're going to score at 3 1/2. Turn. 5 1/2. Turn. 3 1/2. So that's your scoring done. So we can put this away. Now all you're going to do is just like we did on the little crate, you're going to cut up on those score lines, and I'm going to wedge out just a tiny bit on the edge out here just so that it doesn't pop up above when we put it together. So I just clip a little bit of a wedge and you just turn it each time. And I wanted to say thank all of you so much who have watched our live that we did last Friday. For some reason, I don't know how, I can't comment on the comments that you have put under there. I haven't figured that out yet. I probably will. Just give me time. But I see all of the comments and I've read every one of them. If I haven't responded to you, I thank you so, so much for all the comments that you put on that and said that you appreciated the live and that you couldn't wait for the next one. I really, really appreciate that. We're planning on having another one this Friday at 1 o'clock, and we will be doing the A2 size of this. So this is a small one for the ATC cards, and we will be doing the A2 size. There was a lot of people that messaged me after the video on Friday and asked could I do an A2 size so that they could store their cards and envelopes in there. So that's what we're going to be doing on Friday. So I hope you tune in for that. It'll be at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Then you just need to glue these edges together just like normal. Just like you normally would on any type box or container. Trim that off right there. I said I would anyway. There we go. So put your little flaps on the inside. And just make sure that you meet your corners up really well. Get those even. Okay, so there is the base part of your little wagon. And now, just like we did the other day, we have some little posts that are going to go in the edges. And these are cut at 1 inch. No, they're not. They're cut at 3/4. Let me look. So these are cut at 3/4 by 2 inches. And we're going to score those right down the center. So you would score at 3/8. Whoops. No wonder that wasn't scoring well. I had two of them stuck together. So score at 3/8. Alright, and now while we've still got that out, we're going to go ahead and, what did I do with my other piece? We're going to go ahead and score on the tongue, and this one is cut at 1/2 inch by 5.5, and you're just going to put that in your scoreboard, and you're going to score at 1/4 all the way down. So 1/4 all the way down. And you're going to put that one aside. Then you've got a little piece that is cut at 1/2 inch by 3/4, and you're going to put that in on the short side at the top, and you're going to score at 1/4 on that one too. That's your little tongue on that. So we're going to go ahead and fold this. Just burnish it really, really well. And you're going to just put some glue down in there to glue this together. And here again, I just run my bone folder over that, and that kind of squishes that glue out and make sure that it's glued together really well. So there you go, you've got that part. You can lay that aside for a moment, and then just go ahead and do the same thing on the little tongue part. And then I take the scissors, and right down at the end I just kind of cut off those corners to make it look a little bit more like a little tongue of the wagon. So like that. So there is that. We can go ahead and lay that one aside too. And now we can just fold these and get them ready to go in the corners. Now I'm going to burnish these really, really well, because you want them to sit right in that corner and be just as straight as they possibly can. That helps on your little, I guess you could call them slats on the wagon. And I didn't cut these to go all the way around like we did on that little basket, just simply because I thought it would be a little bit easier if we put this together without running them all the way around, because if we did this side, the sides are a little bit long, and as you can see, sometimes they kind of bow a little bit if you don't get it pulled really, really tight. So I'm not going to put them all the way around. I'm just going to run them from corner to corner, making sure that these are pushed all the way down to the bottom and all the way up in that corner, and hold it until it glues well. So go all the way around doing the same thing, and just making sure that they're stuck all the way down to the bottom, that they glue really well in those corners, all the way up in the corner. You don't want any gap in here between these. So there is the little side post on, and now you need, let's see how many of these I cut. You need 4 of these cut at 1/2 by 5. And what they're going to do is they're going to sit on the outside from one post to the other, just like that, and really close together, just like you would see a wagon. Don't put as much gap between them as we did the little crate the other day, because on a wagon they just have that little bit of a gap. Okay, there you go. So you're going to put 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Now you're just going to go to the end, and you're going to need 4 that are cut at 1/2 by 3. And And you're going to put these on the end exactly even with the ones on the side. And that makes it look like it runs all the way around. Right, now once you get all of those on the sides, now you've got a little bit of a post sticking up here. And I did cut it that way intentionally because I wanted to make sure that I had enough post, and I knew I could always trim it off. So just go in and trim those posts right at the top of that. I'd always rather be able to trim a little off as to have it too short, and then you can't really do a lot about that. So all I'm doing is slicing them down the center, and then I'm just trimming them off. If you want to try cutting them the same length, then just leave that 1/2 inch off there. Cut them about 1 1/2. But I like them coming all the way to the top like that. To me, it makes it look a little bit better, a little bit neater. But that's up to you. Doesn't matter either way. Now what we need to do is put our little wheels on, and I have cut, these circles are cut, let's see, these are cut at 1 1/4, the black, and then the white is cut at 3/8. And I have glued quite a few of the black together, I think 4 of the black together to make it a little bit thicker so that my wagon will stand up when I put some things in it. So I've cut 4 of those. I've got those 3 done, and then I'm just going to put this one together. Put a little bit of glue right in the center. And then just put that in the center of that black. So you've got that. Now on that one, I made a little rail to put on the bottom, but I realized that it wasn't necessary. So all I'm going to do is just glue a little portion of this wheel right at the edge of that wagon like that. And it's still going to make it look like it's on the little axle, but it's actually not going to be. So just probably, let's see, when I get this one glued down, we'll look at it. It looks like it's about halfway between that little red portion there. Just make sure that you get all your wheels close to the same. And then kind of the way that I did the other side so that I would get them straight is I just kind of put it there and then look down over it to kind of eyeball it from this side to make sure that they're kind of even. Alright, so there are our little wheels on our wagon. And it does sit up. I know you can't see that when I set it up, but it does sit up. Now for your little tongue, just go in on the end and bend up a portion of it. Doesn't matter. That looks like about 3/4 of an inch. And put some glue on there. Decide which one you want to be your front. I put these wheels back just a little bit, so I'm going to let this be the front. And I am just going to lay that up there, right in the center, or as close as I can get it. And glue that part down right there on the bottom. Okay. Then you've got your little tongue coming up here. Now I'm going to trim a little bit of this off because I really don't want it that tall. So I think I will trim it about right there. And then we'll put our little pull on here, a little handle pull, the end. Now, isn't that cute? I think it is. Alright, then I just went to my Cricut, and if you have a stamp that says something like this, you can use a stamp. I just cut out a little piece of paper, and this little tag is 2 inches. So I cut that out, and I had it to write on there, thanks a bunch, and then I'll put a bunch of candies and things in the top, and then I just punched out a little leaf. I did find another leaf punch when I was searching through my leaves, or searching through my punches. So I'm going to put that right there on the end to cover up that little hole. And then we'll put this right on the side, just like that. And I'm just going to glue it right at the edge. Alright, now all you need to do is fill it with your little treats. I'm going to put some M&Ms in bags in here and put these around probably at Christmas time. I may even decorate it up a little bit more with some Christmas decorations. I just think that's cute, and it's very, very simple to make. Very easy. Alright guys, I will try to put some candies in here before I take my photo shots for this. And I hope you enjoyed this project today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.